Beast. Okay, so because of the title, I knew that I would draw someone wanted attention. So I had to go ahead and show the OGs, and if you don't know the last one, you don't have any authority on what I'm really about to say, what I'm about to put into words right here. Play my shit.
And this be from Cash, not from YouTube.
I brought home the loot, Balenciaga too. All that talking cash, but I'm trying to see the proof. 200 on the dash, won't pull over for the whoop. Like my money fast, and my bitch to tell the truth. Get money, we salute, not no liars in that booth.
Okay, so a couple years ago, I remember when My Hero first really started dropping episodes, and I remember how excited I was to come home from school, from a long day of school, and just go crazy watching as many episodes as I possibly could, because at the time there was 2 seasons out and I was catching up, and I know every single one of us knows that feeling of just like being hype as fuck just to watch an anime. I know I certainly do. But we have to talk about the elephant in the room. So with the whole Mr. Beast stuff and the Chris stuff, you know, if you've watched any videos on it, if you've heard anything about it, you know that this dude is one of them like anime dudes. And I don't mean anime dudes like you and me. I mean, one of those, one of those weird ones, one of the, out of the way ones. How do I put this? Stay in your room and jerk it to pictures that other men have drawn type ones. The talk to children on the internet type ones. The shipping Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya type ones. Like, you can't make this stuff up, bro. And honestly, the longer I really think about it, anime has always been a breathing ground for people like this. Um, Fairy Tale was really the one that kind of opened my eyes to it, because a couple of years ago I used to actually be kind of into Fairy Tale. Um, but if you know anything about Fairy Tale, you know that in almost every single scene they are shoving titties in your face. I got all the way to like one of the last arcs. I don't even remember. They were on some island or whatever. And then the arc after that one, and I just remember just having the like three shorties titties being thrown in my face like back to back scenes, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. And keep in mind, man, I'm a dude. I'm a man, bro. Like, I love titties, but like just I just was trying to focus on the story, because the storyline was low key like it was tough. And all of a sudden, I'm like bombarded with titties. My little man's thinking now, and like, bro, it's just not fun. But here's the worst part about that is that shows like that were literally made for that. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to say is they know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to they're trying to make it for the male perspective, the male gaze perspective, and um you know, I feel like out of all forms of media, they take it the absolute farthest when it comes to that. Like, Fairy Tale, that show took it the absolute farthest. Like, I was like so done with the story, but that's not even the worst part about it. And I'm sure lots of people have noticed this. I'm like 1 billion% sure that shorties have noticed it, because there's this thing that everybody says, like, in 2020, ever since 2020, the big anime thing happened, and now everybody likes anime and whatnot. That's 100% true, but I feel like there are still some girls that will look at you sideways if you say you like anime, and this is the reason. It's simply because there are still weird things in anime. Like, there are definitely dudes out there with little girl fetishes. Let's talk about it. Like, let's just get it out the way, bro. Like, and I be seeing, and like, I didn't really think about it because I've been watching anime since I was literally like 10, 11 years old. But now that I'm getting kind of older, and especially with all the EDP stuff, the Mr. B stuff that happened, and just pedophiles pedal catches being popular in general, I'm really starting to notice where little girls are really placed. And in anime, they really honestly do it the worst. Like it's crazy. There will literally be some shows that have little girls, but they're not actually little they're not actually little girls, bro. They are grown-ups, or maybe 300 plus years old, and you know what kind of animes I'm talking about. Well, maybe you probably don't. I actually don't really. I'm probably gonna look some stuff up and put on the screen afterwards, but there are definitely some shows, and this is literally the reason why I've kind of even just calmed down on watching anime. I know everyone goes through those slumps and those times where they're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch anime for a bit and whatnot. Well, at least, normal people do, right? But as of late, yeah, no, I've been really out of the game for real. Because how are you gonna tell me that this dude comes back as a slime and he's reincarnated as a slime, but his human form is somehow the form of a little girl, and people in the show even think he's a little girl. So you're gonna tell me why is the choice always got to be a little girl? That's my question. Like it's always got to be a little girl. Even just getting back to Fairy Tale, like I remember when they had another Dragon Slayer come into the mix, and of course it just had to be a little girl. I mean, it's not like there was hella little girls around. Oh, there was practically only her. Okay. Oh, and when they bring back the first Grandmaster, it's not gonna be it's a little girl. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. That makes sense. That adds up. That completely adds up. Like the very first Grandmaster had to be a little girl, because if it wasn't, then it couldn't be. It's not allowed. And I'm not even trying to say that obviously you can't have any little girls around. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. But it's just kind of weird how they always almost like pedestalize them. Jeez. And it's almost like in a pervy way too. Like you can kind of tell if you look closely enough. It's in a pervy way, and I don't even want to support media like that. So yeah, no, that's honestly what I had on my chest, bro. That's what I was thinking about. And obviously, from the first couple things that I showed you, like we know how anime really is. Like for the real ones, we know like anime is not about that. Like anime is, it's low key about the fights for me. That's what I really think about. Like if you're just watching anime to watch like that weird stuff, like I know who you are, bro. Like I know who you are, bro. Like I know you're kind, bro. But anime is really, it's about the fights, bro. Like real anime fans love the fighting. They love the storylines, things of that nature. They love the cinematography. They don't rock with all that weird ass nonsense. So, to anyone who's really out there doing stuff like that, yeah, appreciate you, because you kind of just you mess it up for all of us, because they're gonna think that we are all the same. We are not the same. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just what I was thinking.